Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak, where we are still doing our rounds around Edith for the final chapter. And before the festival, I bet that will be the second part of the chapter. We have done Old Town, Riverside, and Orba. We have Blacklight done. That leaves Station Street, Seiden, and Tyrell.
Off we go!
No rest for the weary.
I have 2 appointments today. I need to get going. I still haven't reached my sales quota for the year, and the festival is soon. Just a little more, and then it's bonuses and paid vacations for me. Alright, let's make this happen. All the blood, sweat, and tears will be worth it just to spend the end of the year on a well-deserved vacation. Yeah, we already have all of them. Okay. I'm so grateful that we get the opportunity to properly celebrate the Revolution Festival again this year. Classes and research have gone back to normal in Basel as well, so things are finally going back to normal. Nothing will ever bring Professor Callahan back, but time marches on ever forward. The Institute will continue their research programs for his sake. It's much more lively around now that the Revolution Festival is coming up. That whole Mafia deal got settled last month. I hear they pulled out the big guns for it, got special forces and even Jägers on the case. I even heard that some shady civvies got involved in the whole deal. Well, whatever. If they helped out, then that's all I should be happy about. Must have been real strong in the first place to help out. By the way, we recently got an application for some sort of street gig or something. It had to do with idols or whatever, might just end up causing even more trouble. Anyway, it's not my place to judge. The permit was granted, so I hope their show is a success. Huh, must be a special day if you two are coming in together. Good work today, Lahat, but dang it, we do not have that sort of relationship. Calm down there. Don't get all up in my case about it, not what I was implying. I don't know what you two are on about, but I'd also like to thank you for your work in Macedon today. We're on our way to a work trip. We'll be back later tonight. The capital's all yours for today. Alright, I keep an eye on the capital's outskirts, just to be safe. Don't worry so much and take things easy out there. We will. It's nice seeing you two around. It brings me back. I remember when Zin and I used to take care of you. It looks like you both have taken care of your own businesses. Sadly, it doesn't look like love's in the air today. But maybe I can get my hopes up with a Revolution Festival right around the corner.
Now then.
We might be done by the evening if we're quick about it. Let's go, Albus. We split up. Alright, you look like you're ready to go. Got all the inspiration from that Esran bracer that came over for a visit, huh? Yeah, remind me of that being a bracer's all about. What happened to Ivan was a tragedy, but we need to keep going. For him. Even if what happened to Ivan, meeting that person has given them quite a kick to keep moving forward. They're making some steady progress.
Well...
We still haven't entirely recovered from what happened. But it can't be an excuse to stay still. We have to keep going for Ivan's sake. We can't tarnish his memory. Not when I have my seniors and an S-rank bracer to repay for teaching me so much. We're still dealing with the incident's aftermath too. Things are calming down now, but Elaine's still not back. Regina's still being optimistic about it, so I follow her example. We have to do all we can to help out. There's something going on over there. Hey, mommy, I want to see. It does look like fun. Hands up if you love singing. Me. You're not gonna bother them, right? I won't. Mina's been a lot more cooperative ever since I started talking to her more attentively. Shopping's probably going to take us a bit, but that's fine. I'd rather we take our time. A leisure walk doesn't sound too bad right now. I'm glad I just have a chance to do so. I love singing, and the dancing and everything, that's so cool!
That's a relief.
Oh, just look at those two. To think that there's still girls around with such a beautiful bond. They call themselves idols, I think? How cute! Wait, no, I can't allow my earthly desires to get the better of me again.
One bullet can change your
I just repented for them and pledged to celebrate the Revolution Festival and Memorial Service without them. But look at me already. I just can't ignore the way my heart is beating. They're putting on a show at the Revolution Festival? Please, Sky Goddess, guide me forward, illuminate my path.
Well...
Come on, go, come on, to the moon. Thank you so much, everyone. I assume they're singing. Don't stare, you make my heart race. We'll be performing live at the Revolution Festival. We'd love to see you all there.
Good grief.
May I approve my request to take the afternoon of the Revolution Festival off work? I might actually get to take my girlfriend on a date for once. Oh, that would be nice. You sure now's the time to talk about it? We'll only do half a day during the Revolution Festival, sure, but today's just a normal duty day. Shouldn't you get going back to the station? Last I heard you talking about going on a date was around the film festival. Don't tell me you've been neglecting her since then. You could be nicer, you know. Tyrell's girls are too eccentric for me, and my women in the police department just have no cool. Dating someone outside of the office was the best idea I've ever had. An office romance probably would have gone real bad. It's a relief to see things finally calm down. Honestly, I panicked a little when everything was still going on. But the owner and boss, barely even better than I. They just kept going on about things so calmly and helped direct me. I'm so glad I got a job here. So, how did that thing with her grandmother end up? She okay? I'm glad stuff around the city finally started calming down. I'd be even more glad if customers started coming back though. But the Revolution Festival is just around the corner. We'll be preparing for the festivities, of course. Business has been booming over in the 3rd District lately. We need to pick it up with the ads if we want to get customers in here too.
Need help with something?
Innocence. That's completely
Thanks for being such a good customer.
modifiable. I'm in the middle of the workshopping process for my new seasonal latte. I want to have it ready for the Revolution Festival. Are you guys planning anything particular for a festival at the department store? Oh, absolutely. We'll be featuring a variety of both street performers and musicians on our rooftop lounge. Oh, that was the plan. I actually only came up with it recently, so we haven't really planned it in much detail. It's a little embarrassing. It's just something I have to shelve until the start of a new year. An event venue sounds fantastic, especially how popular street performances have been lately. You could also get something for the little kids too, you know? A play area or some sort of ride, I think. Families would love it. I see. That may be just what I've been missing. A worthy rival will always keep you on your toes. Well done, Ian. What rival? What are you talking about? Never mind, don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
Ian might be a creative genius, but he's a little slow everywhere else. But I wouldn't worry about him so much. I can't focus all our energy on the Orbital Cafe when there's also the Trion Mall. The mall in particular is our biggest threat. It might be worth asking Ilan for advice on that matter.
Now then.
Administrator Wesley has been working hard to come up with new ideas too. As if he could ever beat me. Iota's doing so well it might even be time to start branching out to other stuff.
Alrighty.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
With everyone still shaken up over everything, I'm glad that the Revolution Festival is still taking place. Especially with some Morastian big shots like Auclair and Dalty involved in all of this. Nothing to do about it, I guess. Things should calm down after the festival at least. He's got a lot on his hands trying to quell the chaos that Dalti and Edmund's arrest have caused. As such, he will be spending the entirety of a Revolution Festival in Oasian. That's why Mrs. Olivia is here. She's here to act as his representative in the capital if the master is busy. Or she's supposed to anyhow.
Actually,
That was an 8.
What to do?
Come on, I'm begging you.
Oh, it's you. Dealing with the aftermath has been a whole lot more complicated than at first thought. They've managed to evade pursuit by leaving trails of dummy info to throw us off. Elaine did a bang-up job on Nersian at least. That's definitely helped matters. And it doesn't look like she's going anywhere, thankfully. Couldn't be happy about her staying with the guild. President Auclair has been cooperating with the interrogations. We have other things to worry about still, like the situation with Grey. At the very least, we can take a somewhat smaller break now, but something worth celebrating. I made the big mistake of going to Rastian without permission. Got in big trouble for it. Thankfully my suspension finally got lifted. I may have gotten in big trouble for it, but I'm thankful I was there to see the Mafia being eradicated with my own eyes. But according to Lahat, I gotta redo my training now. Zin and Azel had some words for me too. Caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people, I'm really sorry. I have to make it up to everyone. Time to turn over a new leaf.
It's so convenient nowadays.
It's really crowded around now that the Revolution Festival is right around the corner. Spot any cute guys yet? Do you ever think about anything else, Greta? Ah, cut me some slack. You know how bummed I was you didn't get tickets to the EGC. I'm so pathetic, not just depressed but single too. So am I, or does it not matter to you? Oh wait, I totally forgot to check that online application. I applied 30 times for the hell of it. I have to have won something, right?
Alrighty.
Getting back together with my ex would totally blow. But not having anyone to go out with during the festival would suck so hard. I got this other company info session coming up, but I still have no clue where I should even apply for. Here's hoping I don't end up getting lost before the actual interview. That's the kind of thing I get nightmares about. Or how about I only apply to places that are easy to get to?
You'll never believe.
I don't know.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
Hello, it's nice to see you all here. Busy as always, huh? Looks like our Mafia troubles are pretty much all over, so we get to enjoy the festival fully from here on. Don't think it's gonna be that easy. There's gonna be consequences for it. I don't like it myself. Even Heyu is getting in on the cleanup. Better that the big shots of the underworld do something useful than hinder everything. I'll take Heyu being a little shady a million times over any genuine threats going on. Don't think I'm a big fan of Heyu or anything, but I'd rather take this than them doing anything that might threaten us. The Revolution Festival is right around the corner. He is hoping things will remain calm for the rest of the year.
Does anything catch your eye? I hope I see you again.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
I'm happy that the culprits behind the Quail tragedy are out of the picture now. The state of emergency was lifted, but that won't bring them back. It's hard to accept that we never get another delivery from Quail. We usually order a huge amount of extra produce right before the festival.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This will be the first year we won't. It's a painful reminder that we're really gone.
limited edition Revolution Festival merchandise is on sale throughout the building.
I'm proud of all my
We
wares.
invite everyone to come and see for yourselves.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank God my husband is fine. I'm relieved to hear he'll be making it home the night of the Revolution Festival. I would have preferred that he'd come here before then, but he's been busy with his work trip. Oh well, the evening paints itself as a perfect time to have a fancy dinner. Beth has been really hopeful she'd snag a guy during the Revolution Festival.
Thank you for visiting
Of course
the
I can
Weston
see you meeting the
department
one at the
store.
festival. That's where I met my hubby. But when your mind is clouded so badly by that prospect, you end up missing out on the best things in life.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
The Revolution Festival is finally here, the day when all the capital's best catches have a guard down. There's no way that I'm going to miss the opportunity to find myself a loaded husband. I doled up as best as my budget allowed. Watch out, cause today I'm on the hunt and my prey is a good stable husband with deep pockets.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Hey man, gang, heard you guys had a hand in all that Orasian business. What a hodgepodge of evil organizations coming out of a woodwork that was. Marduk, Sect Arms, just to name a few.
We hope you enjoy shopping
As
with
long
us.
as it involves weapon, I can count on you to know what's going on. Saves me having to explain things, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I know
your
what's up. The
attention,
underworld
please.
should hopefully calm down a little with a Martha out of a
Limited
picture.
edition Revolution
Good commanders
Festival
to those
merchandise
assets
is
for what
on
they did to
sale throughout the
Kaina.
building.
How have you been since the incident, Kaina?
We invite everyone to
Honestly,
come
I
and
don't
see
think
for
it's even
yourselves.
dawned on me yet. It's like my head is not caught up with the fact that everyone is just gone. I couldn't thank Sylvie enough for taking care of me, and I've been keeping busy working, so at least there's that. I can't forget about the devastating tragedy that struck my village just yet, but I guess I'm starting to heal, if it only a little. No need to rush feeling better though. You've got time and I'll take care of you all throughout. Hang in there, both for yourself and for that kid. I will. Lashka's still so shaken up about everything. I have to be there for him. Even the church taking care of him, I'm the only one that really knows what he's going through.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
You're right, I wish things were better. I'll be sure to keep the skirt in mind.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
I've been checking up on Lashka every day, he's still
Limited
pretty
edition
out of it.
Revolution Festival
I can't blame him for it,
merchandise
he
is
and
on
Annie
sale
were
throughout
so
the
close after all. The least I can do is offer him my
building. We
support.
invite everyone to come and see for yourselves.
Yeah, we also heard he's lashing out as reaction to what happened. Don't worry about Kaina, I'll take care of her. I'll keep up with her training. She's my apprentice after all, and I don't do things by halves.
I take pride in all my merch. You better take good care of it.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Same as the underground dealer.
We hope you enjoy.
Oh, this is a good angle. Pan the camera to get a good shot of a central station. And if I add a voice over to it, it'll feel like the start of a real movie. Oh, that's clever to put it all together. This is gonna be hard. Maybe Wen would know what to do. They're trying to make a movie? Well, damn good for them. Chignon has been really enthused ever since she bought that camera. She's determined to get her own slot for the school festival. It's mind-boggling that I can finally get to use all my favorite film techniques. Second-hand it might have been, but this camera was my best purchase ever. Next step, I gotta figure out editing. Customers have finally started coming to the rooftop terrace now that things are finally quieting down. Our numbers are on the up and up. And I'm sure even more people will come over when the Revolution Festival was around.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
So,
We talked to you last time. It was everything for Station 3. Let's go to Seiden.
Off we go. That's fair.
Once the state of emergency lifts and the festival begins, the marketplace should get a nice shot in the arm. I imagine plenty of industries will try to time the expansion with it. That brings a need for eagle-eyed consultants like us. And speaking of, the festival is an excellent opportunity to conduct some market research. It's nice that this uptick in my work will keep me busy. But man, I really need to find a better way of letting off steam. No more adult website for me. I need to go cold turkey. There must be something else that might help me unwind. I heard you're about done rounding up the Armata stragglers around the capital. Serves them right, justice always prevails. It's just a shame we couldn't do anything about it earlier, although we lost. But it really warms my heart to see the citizens banding together and keeping things under control throughout the state of emergency. It just goes to show that when the police, the bracers, and the public put their minds together, there's nothing they can't do. We're not out of the woods yet though. We've got the festival coming up and that's always a doozy for us cops. After everything we've been through, we all need a break like this. We want everyone to enjoy it to the fullest. We're making quick work of those Armada stragglers. As for me, I'm collecting intel from reports about shady businesses in town. Some of those leads are actually paying off. Helped us pin down some Armada funding sources in Edith, plus some of their shell companies. All the more reason why doing work on the ground is so important. Everyday people have plenty to share. The inspector says that you guys helped out some too. That said, you can't expect us to just keep our mouths shut when we're seeing you skirting the law. But, well, results are results. I guess I can cut you some slack. But you'd best stay on the right side of the law, Spriggan. You don't want the police coming after you too. I always knew Senior Officer Collado was keeping records on stuff beyond even his usual investigative work. But I never thought his side notes would end up exposing Armada collaborators. I guess it goes to show how important it is to talk with everyday people. Even as a receptionist, I hope someday I get the chance to go above and beyond the Call of Duty like that. I need to do more than just connect with the public and to put their information to good use.
That policeman looks so cool!
Alright.
I don't know, I think the uniforms here, at least the helmet or hat or what it is, looks a bit silly. But that's me. Tyrell Tower, your time has come. You'll be mine this day. I had to spend the time inside, of course, but I hardly gave in. What, did you think I would? You won't me. This time I will unveil that je ne sais quoi, that mystic aura of yours and display it for all to see.
Oh, I'm so
Welcome to Erland, sir.
It's just been busy day after busy day with the EGC prep and all. But today I get to slip out from my work early. Tonight just has a big concert to celebrate this new record. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm so excited, I gotta make sure I'm all ready. The tragedy has come and gone, but the lives we lost, they're never coming back. We can't forget them, not ever. We have to keep them in our hearts. I have been to that village, and I never forget the harmony it had. I want to work with harmony to my clothing designs. It's the least I can do in their memory.
We have full confidence in our products. We await your next visit.
Money!
Let's see. Well...
I'm glad everyone's back to normal. Gotta keep the team spirit up. And you pitch in too. They've helped me more times than I can count, so I gotta return the favor. Right, I better help out too. Whatever it takes to get everybody back on my feet. That really is the best we got? Ha, barely broke a sweat. You have to train harder if you want to beat me. And there he goes back to his high horse. Prick. Whatever, he was probably just so freaked out last time it threw off his game. For the last time I was not freaked out and I was not off my game, got it? Maybe instead of running your mouth you can run it back? Or do you know you lose again? I heard the festival's going forward as scheduled. It's nice and all, but man, some of these guys just will not shut up about it. Do they really have to drag me to it with them? But, well, I guess it's all in good fun. The least I can do is lend them an ear. Sure, our team has some oddballs and some straight laces. But we mesh together pretty well regardless. End of the day, we're all neighbors and a good neighbor has your back. When that emergency declaration went down, everybody kept in touch and worked to keep their streets clear. I guess that's the benefit of throwing together as a bunch of misfits like us.
Gonna eat something?
I just wanted to let you know we got Dingo's notebook back. Glad to hear it. It's something worth hanging on to. I came across all kinds of people when I was still working underground, but seeing Dingo and Krail gonna stick out for the rest of my life. He always was that sort of principled guy, up on the straight and narrow, ever since we were young, really. It ain't hard to imagine him being like that since young. Starting to feel like a good time to go out for drinks. What do you say you join me, big boy? Gonna pass on this one, maybe some other time. I know you're just messing with me. Come on, let's have some fun. Well, big man, I'm just glad Dingo got back to you in the end. I'll pour one out for him tonight. It's the right thing to do. We have to stop Crave Village from happening again. We're never getting all those people back. We can't have a tragedy repeat. I might already have a new buckwheat supplier, but it's just not the same. I won't forget them, never. For now, I just gotta do what I can.
Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal.
Well,
You know, that Lugan guy isn't so bad after all. He's got a lot more heart than I gave him credit for. I feel kinda bad for just taking those bus raider rumors as face value. I judged him unfairly. And he can always patch up his reputation out on the track. He is still a comet after all. As that one fan and the gearhead, I can't wait to see him get back behind the wheel. There was that whole thing about the Quincy company in Rastian, so a lot of suits and bigwigs are under investigation right now. I heard even Hotel Leclerc got dragged into it, since that was where a lot of them were staying. We've dealt with a few Rastian VIPs here ourselves, come to think of it. And you know, I do think they had some shady business going on between you and me. Maybe all that scrutiny is warranted.
That's true.
Maxime, could you tell us about your plans for the next year? Well, what we all need is time. These new cars, these new racks, they're gonna take some getting used to. I wanna spend as much time testing as possible, so I know I'm bringing out the car's full performance. And then, not gonna lie, I'm still kind of bitter about that OWAD GP. I wanna smash the competition next year to make up for last time. Thank you, and do you have any insights on Atwas Racing's internal issues? Or any comment on your own scandal as of late? Could you tell us your side of the story? Oh yeah, that... no. That's just a misunderstanding. I think I put out a statement the other day on that. She and I, we're just friends. I know a lot of people believe those rumors. I wanna apologize to everybody who got misled. The only lady for me is my car, now and forever. Well, that was hokey as hell. Glad that he's at least trying to clear it up though. He's holding himself accountable at least. Best he can do right now. Let's just keep an eye out for him. At any rate, I apologize again for my behavior. I just want to put all that behind me. The festival is always a good time, and the next year, I want to leave it all out on the track. Always a good time, you say? And what do you get up to when the festival comes around? What's the tone there? It's nothing bad. Chin up, champ, chin up. My head just can't keep up with Polanski and the types. He was there to cool my head when I lost it back there. Where would I be without his advice? I can't deny it's kinda bearing down on me. Like I can't manage on my own. and you'll learn from him. Learn to look at the bigger picture before I go making big decisions. Ooh, I in the political world can finally breathe easy. Our party does still house some undesirables, white supremacists namely. They're a nasty bunch. One of the party's main priorities is keeping those old boys in check. And as luck would have it, curtailing them helps keeping Armata at bay too. I can hardly fathom the lives lost. We're doing what we can, but it all feels so small.
So...
We haven't even been able to reclaim our bodies. Horrible, all of it. Just horrible. As representatives of this great nation, our party must right these wrongs and bring these terrorists to justice. Father said he won't be able to make it to the festival this year. Again. I know it's not his fault, but still. He has completely forgotten me at least. That's well, that's a good note to end the year on. I just suck it up and tell him how I really feel. On the surface, the situation has calmed down. The city is awash with festival cheer. But the order of events in Erasium remains a mystery, and the government and economy are rife with turmoil. The president has his hands full trying to navigate it all. He told us that he won't be home for the festival as a result. The young miss feels as though she only ever sees him through a screen these days. We've had quite a number of emergency meetings at the hotel recently. Though the boardroom is not my place, I would be honored to assist the president with whatever official matters he might need.
Do you need something? Please come again.
What are we waiting for?
I don't know what you and your agency have been up to, but it looks like the worst is behind both of us. Knock on wood.
Thank you for
For our part, the police was tasked with tracking down associates of Armata, although that part's wrapped up for the time being. You know, Karen was starting to worry about you when she didn't see you around here. Hey, I wouldn't say I was worried about them, just concerned about any complications could have led to, that's all. I'll put it like this, we certainly had our own work to do in that whole situation too, which we've now sorted out. That said, can't say I envy you guys having to jump straight to hunting down the remnants of those goons right after dealing with the declaration. Well, we might have been part of the crackdown, but we didn't do all that much ourselves. We mostly shoot off onlookers and ask locals for their cooperation, and we went and searched through citizens' homes. Yeah, it was the CID who handled the lion's share of things, as usual. If anything, now that things have settled down, the Revolution Festival might turn out to be more hectic for us when it's all said and done. Now that the Mafia crackdown's mostly behind us, our attention's finally starting to turn toward the Revolution Festival. This country's been through a lot this year. We've got to do everything we can to ensure people of this city can enjoy themselves safely. Doing a lot, the locals here were all good about maintaining order and following the rules. I'm sure we'll count on them to help us out during the festival too, which means our main focus ought to be on the tourists coming to town.
So...
It is so lovely today. We've got to get in there and live it up too. We can't be missing out on all the fun. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm around this kind of atmosphere, it gets me so pumped. I'm glad to see you back to your usual self, son. I mean, when you get down to it, letting my ways and stuff hold me back, it's just my style, you know? Besides, I've got you and Peter, and Chen's back on his feet, doing what he does best. I feel like I'd be an awful friend for you guys and him if I let myself stay down in the dumps forever like that. There's the son we know and love. Things just aren't the same without you being all happy and full of life. Yeah, I'm glad none of that has left any scars on you or anything. But enough serious talk. Who wants to go bowling, huh? Nothing more refreshing than knocking down some pins at a time like this, am I right? I mean, let's go.
One bullet can change
sure.
your fate.
I could probably use the exercise, honestly.
The smash hit, Wolves Requiem.
I knew Sun would be game, but you actually agreeing to one of my ideas just like that? I don't even know what's happening anymore. It's better not be an omen, but something weird's going to happen. Well, if Sun's doing better now, maybe it's about time I sucked it up and tried to talk to my dad. The others are right. Whatever anyone else has to say, there's no point in me doing or thinking anything different if I'm not being true to myself. I feel so silly that myself got so worked up after my brother mentioned what happened in Tyrell was possibly racially driven. I'm relieved to see Sun feeling better. But I suppose it's true that things aren't always going to stay the same between us three. That's just not how life works. I had to start making more of an effort to understand where she's coming from. As a friend, it's the least I could do. I'm relieved everything got resolved before the Revolution Festival. It means the EGC at the end of the year can go on as planned. Which means I've got a job to do, and that job is to find some outstanding models. Specifically some fresh blood capable of spearheading the trends next year that will be on display at the EGC. Something tells me that now might be a good time to retrace my steps and search on some hidden gem in places I have overlooked before. Take that statue across the way. Lots of girls like to hang out there, but I wrote it off since nobody I saw made a strong enough impression on me. But looking at it again with a sharper focus, I see an Eastern young woman who certainly looks to have potential, just being in her element. I'm embarrassed I didn't notice her sooner. It just goes to show that I still have a lot to learn about the job, even after all these years. Is he talking about Sam?
Please step on up.
The city might be calm again, but it won't be for long. In a good way. That's because the Revolution Festival is right around the corner. Charles told me that the cafe gets hectic every year. I say, bring it on. I'll show my customers what I'm made of as a part-time pro. I've survived my fair share of busy periods at other places before. Nothing scares me. This cafe will be just fine on my watch come festival time.
Right.
Nothing makes me happier than to see peace return to the city, so that everyone can enjoy the Revolution Festival in peace. We must not take this tranquility with which we are blessed with for granted. After all, we can never get back the lives that were lost in that tragedy. Certainly it's renewed my commitment to offering the people of the city a place where they can truly feel safe, comfortable and content.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
I think my mommy's feeling better now, and so is everyone else in the city. The lady and the peas at my Sunday school, they're so happy with the Revolution Festival that's about to happen. We have festivals in Elsheim too. I love them. I wonder what festivals are like in this country. We really have to give thanks to Arusha for keeping our son and me safe, as well as bringing peace back to the city. I was so scared and full of worry for a while there. The only thing that helped me keep everything together was this wonderful cafe. When you're somewhere unfamiliar, having even just one place where you can calm down and relax when you need it makes all the difference.
Alrighty.
Did you know?
Nothing like a good book on crimes to sink my teeth into. I almost can't believe that Quincy Company and Edward had ties to the Mafia. I mean, they're enormous companies. How could organizations as big as them have such deep ties to the underworld, right? That's crazy. That's one of the fun things about reading crime stories. The best ones always have a little dissonance that betray your expectations. Of course, you were wondering, the book I'm reading now is a summary of all the white papers on crime that the police put out every year. I'm breezing straight through it, but it's still pretty fun read.
Well...
I heard about what happened with Dingo's old notebook. Mariel's always used to talk about that guy. Sounds like he had some real guts. I never could have dug into Ace history like that. He was a reporter with conviction. I'm sad I've never got to speak with him while he was alive. Mariel's writer blew me away. She really put my stuff to shame. As someone who mentored her, I feel proud seeing her come so far. but she also makes me feel like I could be doing better. I need to get my act together and step up my game. If I'm not gonna be able to see my sister, then the least I could do is put out some killer articles for the Revolution Festival. I told everyone at the Tyrell Times about Dingo and his notebook. That thing is full of information on the garden in A. Can't believe he dug all that up on his own. But Chief was totally shocked. She said the reporters as good as him are a rare thing. Yeah, he was the best of the best. It all makes me want to follow in his footsteps even more now. Even if he won't be there to see it, and I finally catch up to him. I'm so sorry, I'm such a mess right now. I cry at the drop of a hat lately. It's okay, ain't no shame in grieving. We just have to make sure to remember those words of his. And we gotta eat them too. Yeah, you're right. This notebook is the last thing Dingo left behind. I make sure his findings won't go to waste. Oh, and speaking of a notebook, one of his theories he wrote about has been weighing on my mind. Is there a part about Dante's thirst for fear and where it comes from? Yeah, for better or for worse, he's led an unimaginable life, being descended from the royal family and also part of a DG cult. We also can't forget the sword he wields as an artifact. I have to wonder if his background has anything to do with that obsession of his. It seems like Dingo might have had some idea about it, but he didn't go into it much in his notes. It's impossible to know what he was thinking. Anyway, I plan to pick up where he left off. If you guys come across anything, definitely let me know, okay? You bet. We'll be in touch. It's so wonderful that Dingo's notebook was able to be recovered. Maria hasn't been her usual preppy self lately, but I think she's finding her groove again thanks to that. I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Maria's on a roll. She broke the stories about the end of that mafia gang and the arrest of that big-time president. She's becoming one heck of a reporter. It's kind of unbelievable. I mean, I know she couldn't have done it all on her own or anything, but it's still pretty astonishing. In any case, I think Dingo can rest in peace knowing Marielle's doing okay.
Well, I heard.
All right. Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
I'm glad they lifted the stage of emergency. Can't believe the president of a Quincy company was behind everything though. I always wanted to try his company's sweets at least once, but now the thought of him just makes me gag. Also, isn't Elaine or Claire related to them somehow? I think I remember reading something about it before, but I forget what.
How about some nice cold ice?
I'm glad things have settled down now. I still can't believe it was a Quincy company president behind all that. That company has so much history behind it. I knew he personally had ties to nationalists and stuff, but to be in bed with a mafia? But don't let that ruin the sweets for you. It's important to remember that Quincy's management and manufacturing are somewhat separated. The president might suck, but their sweets did nothing wrong. None of this changes the fact that they're amazing and made by true artisans.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
Thank you for walking into my life.
Even so, I can't help but feel regret over what's happened. I ate their sweets on occasion and learned plenty of stuff for my own work. I really hope the Quincy company is able to turn things around and get away from the president and his family. Their sweets are as popular as ever. Nobody should blame the sweets for what happened, or the people involved with actually making them. They were just doing their jobs.
Right. How about some popcorn, huh?
It's good to see the city full of life again. Not a minute too soon with the Revolution Festival coming up. I've got to hunker down and get ready. The Revolution Festival this year is going to be so big. I hear celebrities and movie industry bigwigs are going to be in this area. And they come through here. You bet I'm going to try to sell them not just my popcorn, but how much I love the movies they all make.
Alrighty.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
This has been a rather eventful year to be certain, especially with last week's tragedy. Yet somehow the festival will carry on, it seems. Now then, what should I watch today? This year's seen its fair share of worthwhile films, so picking one won't be easy.
Buy a souvenir to remember your visit.
That Gloria film is all the rage again now that the Revolution Festival is almost here. Frankly, I still can't help but feel that it's wrong to have an Easterner playing Sheena Dirk. Although people my age have had good things to say about her performance. Maybe I go and see the movie so I can pick it apart.
Now
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Only a week has passed since the horrible event and we've already amassed an astonishing amount of donations. As soon as we announced that we'd be donating a portion of our revenue, a good number of people came to visit. Witnessing this level of generosity makes me feel truly grateful that I get to be a part of this industry, humble as it is. On another note, Rainfall is premiering on schedule. I'd highly recommend watching that. It's a heart-wrenching romantic drama with elaborate set designs and nuanced character portrayals. Trust me when I say it's nothing short of a masterpiece. I cannot sing its praises enough.
Well,
That's awesome!
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Another Nina?
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
I missed out on Gloria when it came out, but now I've finally seen it. Nina Fendi was an awesome Sheena Dirk. She's the best. I learned a whole bunch from that movie. There were things about the revolution that I didn't teach us in Sunday school. It's my favorite movie I've seen all year. I loved it.
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 1 will soon begin. If you have a ticket,
It's a
please
relief that
proceed to
Edith's
the
back to its
entrance.
peaceful self. People can now enjoy our movies without fear and anxiety weighing on their minds. In fact, we were able to premiere Rainfall this week,
have
like we had
merchandise
originally
for the movie on
planned.
sale at the shop.
I'm so glad we were able to make that work. I hear there's been debate within the film industry as to whether studios should hold off on announcing new releases. But with that whole thing behind us, I hope more films will be hitting theaters before long.
Thank you for your visit today. The showing.
hey, hey!
Boo.
They say that mafia's behind all sorts of incidents everywhere, not just what happened in Cray Village in Orassian. Apparently they had a number of businesses working under their umbrella right here in Edith too. They weren't necessarily on the level either. Yeah, and once they got exposed, you started to see empty buildings suspiciously crop up left and right. I hate to be those real estate agents. But what I'm more interested in is a certain sweets maker over in Orassian. If it was just a case of a president having ties to those nationalists, it wouldn't be that shocking. The guy sure loves to act like a noble. Yeah, but working with a martyr like that? We're not the only big company caught up with them. So was Edith, but it sure must not be easy being Elaine or Claire right now. You can't say that again. The whole thing just leaves a real bad taste in my mouth. Man, all this heavy stuff's getting me down. Wendell, you should go out and find something chill for us to talk about. I need me a change of pace. Well, I'm not at your better control, Sloth. I heard rumors before about just how pompous a lot of the rich and Russian are. They might have businesses making sweets or cars or whatever, but to them they're nothing more than a way to get themselves and their family wealthy. Even with land and assets behind them, they couldn't care less about the businesses. That's how our weaknesses get preyed on, I bet. I happen to hear that Elaine or Claire once tried to quit being a bracer. I guess I can see where she's coming from. It's probably a big responsibility. She has so many fans though. They'd be let down if she ever did. I bet it's not all bad though. Like, the tabloids like Buzzway haven't had anything bad to report about her. That's gotta count for something.
So...
This madness again, give me a break. Well, I was out sick for a while. Suppose I can do whatever she wants for the time being. Welcome, may I take your order? Is there something on the menu that catches your eye?
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Well,
This tastes great.
We may have dealt a decisive blow to Armada, but they haven't been fully eradicated. However, it should only be a matter of time before the remnants are rounded up. Once that happens, the balance of power in the underworld is sure to shift. Can't wait to see who ends up on top.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
I decided to play a little prank on Khan. He took a whole week off work. When he came back, I piled a bunch of my neglected chores onto him. He seems to be doing better, but I'm taking over table waiting duties. That way he doesn't have to walk around a bunch. Ain't that nice?
see.
Now with the state of emergency been lifted, stock prices are rebounding. I think we have our president to thank for that. He's been doing some wheeling and dealing with business, and he announced the culprit behind the attack on Krail. I don't know what will happen to this country once the operation money stops coming in, but I have a feeling he's got a plan for that. Thanks for all your help earlier. We ended up talking to Albert later, like you suggested. It looks like Curtis' problems are going to be resolved eventually, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Oh, I'm so relieved to hear that. Thank you for giving me that update. I really appreciate it. Next time he comes into the store, I think I'll check in on him too.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
Good, but I think I've been everywhere now, right? I don't think there's anything here.
Off we go.
No, just monsters. Okay. Good. Then next time we continue the main story, I think. So in Tyrell, the hidden Almata guys.
What's next?
Good. Until next time, man. I'm Mace, and don't get lost.